That motherfucker start Sunday.
What up, everybody? We are live.
Peace to the tribe. What's the
Yes, sir.
wordy?
The gang
Yes,
is here.
sir, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your boy Elijah. Let me introduce everybody right quick. Start with my boy C with the white stained T-shirt. What's good, my
uh-huh.
guy? How you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm feeling groovy. Had a day out with the fam. You know how that goes. So, always get a couple stained shirts off that one. But like I usually say, going up the ladder.
Yeah, spend time with the family. That's always good. You know, it's
I
important to
need.
make sure. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I needed that real quick. A lot of my time lately been like a real, you know, prioritize, get stuff done, hustle and bustle. So I just needed that little, a little chill day, whatever. So
I just peeped my man 70s look. My man got the mustache. My man went my man went soul singer on us.
yeah,
Hilarious. Nah, but yeah, all that. But yeah, I was gonna just bounce off that. Make sure you are conscious of who you spending your time with. Make sure you are getting that good quality time with your loved ones, with your blood. With the people that were there. Um, you know, everybody's always moving and grooving, and we get to mixing around with people who we feel comfortable with, and at the same time, like,
Mhm.
just again, be conscious of who you spending your energy with. That's
yeah,
very important. It bleeds into every aspect of what you do.
yeah.
What up, AD? How you feeling?
Peace, man. Feeling great, actually. And I think it's dope that you just mentioned about family because as soon as I got off work, I went to go see my family. And like,
Yeah.
you got to see, like, and I'm talking about, different sides of family, like in different same household, everybody talking, rapping. So just experiencing that today, then being able to go train, after that was just a great experience. Being
That's
able to
cool.
see family, craft, and God. Like
Yeah, man.
if we can do that type of style, we'll really live a life of joy.
That's powerful, bro. That's real. That's
Yeah,
real.
Yeah,
that's
no,
how.
for
That's how
sure.
I'm to.
And yeah, just talking before we came on live. Just I think we're all a little just tired, a little fatigued, should I say, more so than tired. But hey, we all just men out here getting it, working, moving, trying to take care of ours, and
Yes, sir.
it's taxing. In
Right.
all honesty, man, it's taxing trying to stay on top of everything all the time.
Life,
Um,
life, but I don't even say that in like a positive nor negative way. Just like you know, just being a man in this society.
yeah,
What you
it's
got
just
to
everything.
take one day at a time.
Yeah, it is what it is, and I
Take
think when you move like
step
that,
at a time.
I think that's the best way to just look at things. Never, you know, we're not here to be high or low all the time. We're here to, maintain that frequency of
Mhm.
just being who we are, and just stand on our path and our purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think number one key to that is like just the importance of minding your business. And we talk about family. I think like that's like number one priority. I look at, I mean, if you look at history, you look at wealth, you look at the people who have a name, in this country, should I say, it's all like based on family, and building wealth within that. Um, it's like when you look at
Even even the Godfather said, if you don't spend time with your family, you're not a real man.
for sure, it's definitely like my one of my favorite movies. Um, since you mentioned it, and I think that's that's number one. It's like teaching you how to be successful in the so-called, whether it's the business world or the underground crime world, anything, any path you're looking to find
Yeah,
success in, you need support. And nobody can support you like like your people can, in all
right.
honesty.
Yeah,
It's like
Mm-hmm.
nobody knows you like them, and can just know what it is that you need. Of course, like we all have to get out there and find support in other ways. We gotta make money. We gotta we have to build brotherhoods. We got to build networks of support systems. But at the same time, it's definitely it's definitely all about keeping family first, for sure.
Mm-hmm. A question,
a
question
lot
for
of
the
people.
panel.
Go
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 ahead,
ahead.
ahead.
see. Finish that first, real quick. Go ahead. Good.
Now, I was just going to throw in a quick little thing because Elijah mentioned it briefly. Um, a lot of people like think of the Godfather and look at like the crime aspect of it. You don't gotta be a criminal or a mobster to get like the valuable principles of it. You can it's just certain life general life lessons and it that that's really all I was really gonna say. Like that's a
Mm-hmm.
topic for a whole no,
Mm.
but
Well, it correlates to the question I'm gonna ask because, like, to add on to what you say, like, you know, let's say like if they wasn't before in the Godfather, before they even mentioned dealing with drugs or whatever or that type of work, they was talking about being businessmen at
right,
the end
right,
of the
right,
day,
right.
you know. But to cater to that point when we was talking about family, because I've been helping individuals, just talking, counseling, whatever. And some people feel like, and it's not like fuck my family, but a lot of people are in this space. Is like me and my family, we don't even rap, we don't even talk, we not even there
Right,
for each
right,
other.
right. Yeah.
What can y'all say or what can y'all give to those people? Not to say go kiss ass, but like how would you give them the advisory to, go about connecting with their family?
I
I've, I've,
feel
I've been like that with my family.
Mm,
I've been in that position where I've had that energy, and I've not, I've been not communicating with my family. So like, I get it, I understand it completely. Um, at the same time, it's
let me get it. What you trying to get?
whatever people may be experiencing from other people. Um, you know, I can't say knock anybody's experience or what they're dealing with. Um, like me and my family, like we had a disconnection, like a real disconnection, just in regards to them not understanding me and my needs, and what I'm dealing with. You know,
Right.
during my adolescence, and just growing into manhood. At the same time, you know, but understanding myself, and what it is that I want out of life. Peace and love and support. Um, that always comes with looking in the mirror, and looking at my choices, and my decisions, and the things that I do, and how that what that how that affects others.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have to always be able to look in the mirror and look at your decisions. You can't
Mm-hmm.
blame other people. Like, just in any if I'm talking with anybody and they're speaking, about somebody, I'll listen to them, but at the same time, I'm always gonna throw it back. like, what part did you play? Um, like sometimes we don't understand how much support our parents need from us at times, and like, just like, our parents are humans, and they have emotions, and they need to feel love too. They need to feel like somebody has their back, just
Right,
as much as
right, right,
you,
right.
as you as their child does. So, yeah, everybody has, interest in relationships with their family and their parents. And yeah, it's not for me per se to judge on anybody's situation. But yeah, if you want to be successful out here, you can't do it on your own. You need as much support as you can, and if you have your people here, you better take advantage of that. Because I know if you don't, I know you will regret, uh, you know, not not at least seeking that support. If you don't get it, then that's one thing, but give it a try.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Even my answer kind of like stems off of his answer. Um, with number one, sometimes the whole age thing does play a factor. Even me myself when when I was younger and coming up and everything, it was more like I had a distant relationship with a lot of my family. I felt like the black sheep, I misunderstood that whole sort of thing. But at the same time, I didn't really like really connect with a lot of family to understand them or vice versa. So it was more like I had that small percentage of the family, the cousins or whatever, I would talk to, but for the most part, it was kind of like that separation gap. And now, as I've gotten older, and more in my adulthood and stuff, a lot some of the family that I did talk to before coming up, we don't really connect now because of those differences. People grow up, got different lives, got different responsibilities, stuff like that. And it's not like no love lost, but it's like, we just not there with each other no more. It's like Elijah said, like you I can't really judge another man or another woman on their family status or how they feel on their family because everybody got their own family, their own life, their own reality. People done been through like hardships and stuff. But I can say too, um, like the second thing, I can say that like since I've gotten older, since I've gotten older and when I was younger, I had that distance with family. I've gotten to that headspace where you know you okay. I've gotten to that headspace where y'all still on? Oh, there you go. We can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you.
So you good? Keep going. Don't worry about us.
Uh, but no, like I've gotten to that space where it's like I try to be a family man as I can past the household family, you know like it would be the cousins, the aunts, uncles, stuff like that. When I was younger, I wasn't really like on the whole family thing like I could have, bro. And then it was like, cause personally, I've had family members that passed that I wasn't on like the best terms with when they passed, and that stuff. that's like realistic stuff that you got to deal with for like come to terms with. That's realistic things that you know some like I know other people may have to come to terms with and you know settle within themselves. You know, I got experiences like that, so it's like at the end of the day I think a big part of it is knowing yourself too, because sometimes like the more you grow and the more you tap into yourself and what you here for and your gifts and your goals, like you're not gonna connect with every family member, you know, like you're
No,
not gonna like y'all not gonna like want to hang out every weekend or like y'all
yeah.
just not gonna be there with each other.
Just on that point of yeah, is maturing and as life goes on. Me personally, I had a favorite side of my family when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And as I got older, I realized, oh wait, maybe like not my other side of the family. Now they my favorite side now.
Right, right, yeah.
I'm not gonna say which side because they might see this on Instagram. But uh, yeah, um, you you grow up and you look up to certain people. This is just life. Period. You look up to certain people. But it definitely starts within your family because those are just the first people you're accustomed to being around for periods of times. But you know, you have your favorite cousins, and you start looking up to them and start imitating the things that they do, and
Mhm.
you start trying to impress them at the family functions, and
Right, right, right.
might
Yeah,
might do something stupid to make them laugh, and
right,
your mom come pop you upside the head, stuff like that.
right, yeah.
But as you grow and like you said, as you come into knowing and understanding yourself, um, things change. It's
That's that's right.
the
That's
things
why you
that you look
wanna go.
the things that you look up to change. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, you start seeing, well, this cousin who I didn't always hang out with all the time. They got all this like real live cool stuff going on. Like I need to be learning from them. I need to be studying them. I need to be on the phone talking to them. I need to go over their house. So like
Right, yeah.
stuff like that. And yeah, it's just life. And um, like uh, to AD's original question, just in regards to we're all our own sovereign beings. We all have the ability to make our own choices and make our own decisions.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely just suggest you make the best ones for yourself. Be around good family members that do love you and do show support. Those people who everybody has people within their family and just people that are around them that are takers more so,
Yeah,
than
yeah,
and just are looking to just be around you to utilize their energy for their benefit more so. So yeah, always be cautious and always have discernment. But
it's
yeah, like you
even
said,
it's
man,
even going back to like
you need
what you were
family,
saying
but
with the
you need it. My fault. Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
no my fault. You good. Um I was just saying like even going back what you were saying was the whole favorite cousin thing, I can relate to that and many people can too. It's like it gets to a point where it's like maybe the cool person isn't the right person. Like maybe like yeah, they kind of cool or whatever. Like they got little stuff going on, but maybe that's not the right way to go about it.
Well, that's the thing about being unique, right?
Right,
Because
right.
being unique makes you usually look weird. Being your own
Mhm.
person makes you stand out, and it makes people, either judge you, want to learn from you, come close to you, or not want to be around you. because the
Hey,
type of things
bro,
that you're doing.
I didn't even know if you was there anymore. you,
What's up?
I didn't even know. Not to cut you. I didn't even know if you was there anymore. Your screen black.
Oh, it's black on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see myself. Hold on, I'll probably try to turn off my camera. Turn it on. Can you see me now? It's all cool. I'll mess with it in a second. But what I'm just saying is that it's like you got to realize being your own person might have you be outcasted. It might have you, your family members judge you and not see
Right.
you
Yeah.
see you for what you are. Where if you believe in different beliefs about life, culture, or you learning and investigating things because you realize that just because someone told me that I should be doing this doesn't mean it's actually the right thing for me or the right thing per se.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah. Just off that, like, I can definitely say that I have been the black sheep of my family. Um, just the outsider. I have a particular way of doing things that's just different. Just and that differentness just comes from my own uniqueness. Just me being myself in all situations. Um, so I understand what it's like to be feel pushed away.
Mhm.
Feel like you are the outcast. All those things at the same time. Um, you know, when it comes to being your own, coming into yourself and being a man, is those aren't excuses for you not to take care of your responsibilities.
Right. That part. Yeah.
It's 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 simple. It's the Lion King, the Simba story. It's like you got to come back home. You
Hmm.
gotta come back to, like, no matter how you feel. If you feel like they don't want you, if you feel like you messed up, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It's like you got to become a man. You got to come back home. You got to take care of your responsibilities, and you got to fulfill your purpose. So yeah, like, people giving you crap and shade and all that, is like you got to fight through all of that. You got to make your people believe in you. Um, is in a sense, it's like, yeah, and of course, that starts with you believing in yourself, but
Hmm.
you gotta you gotta build that.
I love I love the Simba analogy too. The little symbol, the Simba energy too, because she had to pull my man to say, like, look, you can't like these dudes cool over here, but you got a duty, right? Like
Yeah,
my man was not going back.
you hanging with a warhog, and, like, what I'm saying, you a whole lion, dog. Like, you got lionesses waiting for you, fam,
She
you
had to
hanging with
give my
normal
man a
people.
talk.
You over
She
here
had to
eating
give my
blood.
man a talk.
Yeah.
Give my man a little reality check real quick.
Hmm.
You know what they doing back around the way, bro.
Yeah, bro. You got the hyenas out here.
Right,
I
Come
mean,
on, dog.
he
Like,
said, "Little Ricky, sliding out the big homie. Now they run, That's
right.
basically how it was.
oh man, yeah, you gotta come
It's
back.
like CJ when he came back home. He like, "What happened to Grove Street, nigga? You left. That's what happened."
But yeah,
Allegedly.
I mean, we can all relate to that. Um, just, yeah, and my life's journey. Like, I know, like, I when I turned 18, I left home and I moved away, and, like, I went on my own, like, journey, in a sense. I had to go find myself, like,
Hmm.
it's like simple.
Hmm.
But it's like, yeah, I got to a point where I learned what I needed to learn outside, and I went through, kind of my bumps and bruises of becoming a man, and in a sense, and just gaining what I needed to gain. But yeah, I had to come back home, and I realized how much, we don't realize all the time, like, we're just trying to be ourselves and live our lives, but and I'm not talking about now, but I'm talking about, when I was, this is 10 plus years ago, and like in my early 20s. Like, you don't realize, what your presence does, like
Right,
how
yeah.
important it is to other people. That's, people that love you and care about you. Like, you don't always know that people need you, um, but people do. Um, so it's important that you are just ensuring that you are like being your best self, and just being aware and conscious of the fact that, of course, you're minding your business and doing the things that you have to do as a man, but you're not just doing that for yourself. It impacts everybody that you're connected with.
That's real. That's real for real. Even going back to the whole family thing, I you know, growing up, I've had one of those families where, everybody kind of babysit each other. Like all the big cousins babysit you, you babysit the little cousins, all that. So it was like I had one of those real reality checks where I noticed like this is minute ago, this back in high school, but it was one of those times where I noticed like whatever I would do or wherever I would go or know what I would say or how I would act, like the little like couple of the little cousins, like they would do the same thing. So it was like, oh shit, like I gotta, yes, Gordon, I gotta like get it together. 'Cause Gordon's upstairs. It was like, oh snap, like I can't just be. Even if I do my thing, I can't let them see me do my thing all the time because I don't want to mess them up, you know.
No, for real. I'm an older brother, so you know, just having a younger sister that I grew up around wolves, and man, you gotta be, you gotta protect, man. Like, you gotta be crazy. You gotta show that, like, hey, I will, hey, man, mess this whole place up if you think, um, I forgot where I was going with that. I blacked out. uh, but
We
but
just talking for
yeah, I guess.
real.
But yeah, nah, just back to responsibility and all that is, you play a part. You have a role, and you have to play that role. Like, that role affects everybody around you. Oh,
Right, right.
no, to your point, or my point, should I say? But you were just talking about just being an example for your cousins. And yeah, me per se, like, I I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I definitely learned how to, how to hide, or how to live a double life, should I say?
Right, right, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because it's thing, I wasn't gonna let my sister. I mean, she was around, so she saw things, but after school, she went and did her homework.
Mm-hmm.
I went outside to hang out,
Hey,
and um,
W.
me coming home, I kept certain things from what was going on. It was just me and my sister. My mom worked nights, and my pops was on the other side of the country. So
Oh,
it's just like, me being just me, making sure that I am being a good example for her. Yeah, I think I was. May not have been the greatest brother of all time, but that's definitely just a role that I took seriously um, as a young person, and in life, seeing that relationship
mm-hmm.
turn, and how the energy that I put into her has benefited me. and just the things that she's done for me in my life and how she's benefited me because of just how uh, serious I took that responsibility
Plant that
coming
seed.
up.
You planted that seed.
Yeah,
That's respect. Nah, that's respect.
yeah, but I mean that, and that's me, as a young person in my own household. But that's something that I think that I've kind of taken um, with me through life. Is I've always kind of had that more so like protector mentality. Like not me. I'm somebody who will go do some stuff on his own. I'll go
Right,
do my dirt on my own, but I won't bring that back home. I won't bring that back anywhere for real. It's like I'll go do my thing, and when I come back, it's like don't worry about that. We're
right,
here, we're good,
right.
and like that's what matters. And like yeah, let's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just that big brother kind of mentality. Mm,
Heavy's the head of where's the crown.
yeah, it's a blessing. Any all responsibilities are blessings.
But it definitely takes like some form of accountability, you know.
Yeah.
I just ain't heard no one say, "Oh man, for me being so disciplined in my life, bro,
Mhm.
it's just caused me so much
Mhm.
distress." And like,
Yeah.
I just ain't really heard someone
Say,
really dwell into
say,
that.
say that one more time. Roman was going crazy.
I said, yeah, you get. I said, I just ain't never really heard anyone sat up and complain like, man, me choosing being this discipline for my life, it's just been so hard. Like I'm not saying you can't get a little overworked, but I just ain't just heard somebody say like, yeah, I didn't get no good outcome for like not bullshitting,
Right,
from
right,
not
yeah.
showing up for my responsibility.
Especially when those things are put on you at an early age.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it seems yeah. I mean, to your point, you have those moments, especially when you're younger, where you feel like things just aren't fair. Life is hard and all those things, but all those things is like all that does is honestly kind of slingshot you ahead of folk who didn't have those opportunities for responsibility,
Right, yeah.
people that didn't have to work for theirs, that didn't that people who were given things they don't know
Mm-hmm.
uh what it's like. um and yeah, teach his own. I'm not saying anybody's better uh or worse, but
But different people learn the different ways.
exactly. And yeah, I just know that yeah, those responsibilities placed on me at an early age says they set me up um to be set me up for success, and they set me up to be able to handle things that
Right.
I saw my peers couldn't handle and couldn't struggle with just because they hadn't been through some of the experiences that I had that dealt with, and had just found myself comfortable facing.
That's real. I like how you say that too, because it's like sometimes you look at what you dealing with or going through in the present moment or what you up against, and you gotta remember, sometimes you've been through worse. Like not to say that this isn't hard at the moment or this isn't like, you know, a difficult time or whatever situation. But at the same time, it's like I've gotten through things that I wasn't supposed to get through or handle things I wasn't supposed to handle. So it kind of gives you that like strength and mentality to know like, I got it. Like I can like puff your
And
chest out,
at
you
the end
know.
of the day, I want to be great, and I do expect the people around me to have that same feeling, like they want to be
Uh-huh.
great too. So, like, what are we complaining about? What we dealing with
Right,
now?
right, right.
Like, let's deal with this, because we like, hey man, I, if you know where I plan on going, or where you plan on going, it's like that's gonna come with some challenges, right?
Right.
So let's get really good at handling these challenges, and yeah, like let's kill shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cause it's like at the end of the day,
It's like
the
say cars that you.
Go
go
ahead, AD.
ahead.
What you say? You on mute?
I said the cars that you play is the cars that you get dealt is the cars you gonna play.
He got it.
So it's like what you choose and do with your choices really matter.
No, big facts.
I gotta repeat myself again.
Nah, you good. You good.
Okay.
Roman be like, man, I ain't trying to hear AD. It's like, nah. That was good, man. How you feeling? Birthday just passed, right?
Uh-huh. Last Friday.
The big what, 3?
Yes, sir. The big three.
Word.
My, my man. My man turned three and started making big boy injuries.
Hmm.
Spraining his ankle at the park and stuff. No, we keeping all down there. Come on.
I
We gotta go up though.
what's up, y'all? I think we had a good talk, good discussion.
No, definitely.
I got nothing more to give tonight.
I
Any
think
any final points from yeah, you got anything to say, see?
really just we gotta go up. Come on, let's turn everything else. Let's clean up.
Really just
Really to be honest, just going back over that whole, finding yourself, learning yourself, knowing yourself, sometimes you gonna be around people, whether they strangers or people you've always like people in your family, you gonna you gonna be around lots of people sometimes where it's like they may not know you, but you gotta know yourself. Like you gotta know what you gonna put up with, what you're not gonna put up with, do and not do, stuff like that. Like going back to that whole, responsibility thing. Cause it's like at the end of the day, you gotta value your future or your goals more than the other people in the room. Cause it's like if I do this, then how am I gonna look tomorrow? And then going back to that whole I've been through this before or I've been through worse before. So it's like how am I really about to handle this? How am I about it? Am I about to, sit here and stress and moan about the situation? Or am I gonna stand up and figure out a way out of it? I didn't like, bro, I didn't pull I didn't talk people out of their situations. Like someone I know, they was like, they had couple court cases, some marijuana charges and all this. They was stressing out, I got stuff to do, da da da. I'm like, bro, I was fighting a weapon charge at 13, and I'm here to tell you about it, son. Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, like from your own experiences, you
hmm
yourself or just that person is going to be good because it's in your favor. Not even in your favor, like you're called to do great things. So don't mess that up. Don't mess that up doing worse things, or don't mess that up just you know just doubting yourself all day. Because the more you doubt yourself, the less going to get done. The less you're going to go towards the the finish line. You know.
For sure.
Ashe.
AD, last point.
Really, just make sure you build a space just for your intuition. So when you
Mm,
know it's time to do what you need to do, you're not coming from a point of hypothesis or I thought I was supposed to be doing this. So create that room for your intuition. And it's
mm,
all about creating silence, going for walks, writing, even listen to your favorite song and sit back and thinking.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just finish off by saying, like, you know, kind of what everybody's saying, like, handle your business, do what you gotta do, you know, and stay on top of everything. At the same time, like, it's different for everybody. Whether you meditate, whether you pray,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, just learn how to find, that quietness and that stillness. Um, just like AD said, learn how to utilize your intuition. For me, I'm just saying, just to learn how to be still and learn how to be still in any moment, no matter what's going on. Like, know how to be able to quiet your mind and just be present in that moment. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else matters for real. Just be present in what you're doing at all times. And yeah, I think that's just the best way to make set yourself up for success. But yeah, move
Learn
with
to be
love, y'all.
strict.
Move with
Learn to
love.
be strict on yourself to get it done, but also give yourself a grace on what you have done too.
All right, peace and love, y'all. We'll catch
Yeah,
y'all.
man. Keep going up that ladder, y'all. Y'all right now.
Deuces.